April 2026, a confidential dossier emerges as the result of an extensive open-source intelligence investigation conducted by neo-AI hacker Rafa Operator. Using tools such as Kali Linux and Tavily Search, as well as research that reportedly extended into the dark web, this report explores secret operations, information control, and hidden networks of influence. The image symbolizes the beginning of a deep investigation, where data is collected, cross-checked, and analyzed in order to uncover concealed truths. The report examines Operation Mockingbird, a covert CIA effort associated with attempts to influence media and shape public perception during the Cold War. Public reporting and historical records describe how the CIA developed relationships with journalists and news organizations in that era. The image portrays journalists at work, with shadowy intelligence figures in the background, symbolizing the invisible pressure that can exist behind the news people consume. The influence of intelligence agencies on public narratives remains a subject of political and media debate. Reports published in 2025 describe Tulsi Gabbard making claims that practices similar to Operation Mockingbird still exist in modern form, though those claims are politically charged and not established by official declassified records in the same way as Cold War-era activity. The image of a television screen showing multiple news broadcasts with a faint CIA emblem overlaid illustrates how information can shape public opinion in subtle and often unnoticed ways. The dossier also addresses the infamous Area 51, also known as Groom Lake, a secret test site used by the United States government. In 2013, the CIA publicly acknowledged its existence through declassified documents related to the U-2 program. The aerial image of an isolated military base in the desert beneath a star-filled sky evokes the mystery and secrecy that have long surrounded the site. Recently highlighted declassified material, especially records connected to the early 1960s and the broader U-2 and 812 programs, underscores the government's strong emphasis on security at Area 51. Those records show that the site was used to test highly classified aircraft such as the U-2 and the 812 reconnaissance planes. The image of a U-2 spy plane taking off at dawn, watched by scientists and military personnel, represents both technological ambition and extreme operational secrecy. The declassification process plays a crucial role in bringing hidden history to light. The image of a hand turning the pages of old files, marked with black redactions and stamped top secret and declassified, represents the slow and often incomplete release of information. Even when documents are made public, they frequently answer some questions while leaving others unresolved, preserving part of the story in secrecy. The report also explores the controversy surrounding Magic 12, also known as MJ-12, a supposed secret organization tied to UFO lore. The National Archives says it received many inquiries about these documents and indicates that the MJ-12 materials are not authentic government records. The image of men in dark suits gathered in a secret room symbolizes the atmosphere of mystery and speculation that continues to surround the alleged organization. The Magic 12 papers claimed that a secret committee of scientists and military leaders had been formed in 1947 by executive order of President Harry S. Truman to manage the recovery and investigation of alien spacecraft. However, archival authorities have not validated those claims as authentic historical records. The image of military personnel surrounding a strange glowing object at an isolated crash site evokes classic UFO narratives and the enduring belief that extraordinary technology has been concealed from the public. The National Archives, along with presidential library collections connected to Truman and Eisenhower-era materials, has been cited in public references about efforts to locate authentic documentation related to MJ-12, without confirming the documents as genuine. The National Archives explicitly warns researchers about the questionable nature of those records. The image of a person searching through a vast archive with a magnifying glass symbolizes the discipline of fact-checking and the importance of separating evidence from fiction in a field crowded with conspiracy theories. A timeline from 1947 to 2026 highlights major milestones in these narratives. The alleged creation of Magic 12 in 1947, the circulation of fraudulent documents in 1984, and the public acknowledgement of Area 51 in 2013. The verified timeline is strongest on the 1984 document circulation and the 2013 CIA acknowledgement of Area 51. The image of a visual infographic with a chronological line illustrates how secrecy, myth, and partial disclosure have evolved over time. To counter disinformation, the report emphasizes the importance of consulting official repositories of declassified or government-released material, including the National Archives and CIA historical releases. The National Archives directly addresses Project Blue Book and MJ-12-related inquiries, making it one of the most important public reference points for this subject. The image of a person accessing official government websites on a computer with agency logos visible on the screen reinforces the need to rely on credible and verifiable sources. The Dossier Secret Files Full CIA Report 2026 presents a world shaped by covert operations, information control, and a persistent search for truth. Verified declassified records confirm that some once-denied programs and locations were real, while other famous claims, such as MJ-12, remain unsupported by authentic archival evidence. The image of a CIA agent walking through a dark corridor symbolizes the idea that many secrets may still remain hidden, and that the full history of intelligence operations may never be completely known.